Alright, so this video is a little bit of an afterthought. We have a 1951 proof set. If you're familiar with the original government packaging, these little cardboard boxes. The coins were all in these cellophane wrappers, which were held together by this staple, which I've carefully removed. I decided at that point I should have done a video. And then, of course, the original tissue paper that protects the coins. I have a 1953 proof set currently in an acetone bath, and it is Saturday morning at about 11:30 a.m. I've got about 2 hours until the post office closes, so I'm trying to get this 1951 proof set prepped, along with the 53 proof set and about 30 other coins going to PCGS, of which I am torn between whether or not I want to cut out these INS Morgan dollars that we showed off in a previous video. I'm 50-50 on those. The submission will be a 1909S Indian Cent, which is scratched. It's just going in for authentication. We have a 1909 VDB, a nice red-brown, probably a 64. It's not worth a lot, but we're sending it in. This 1909S Lincoln Cent is the most worn penny I've ever seen in my life. If it's straight grades, it should be a poor 1. The reverse is almost completely gone, and the obverse is equally weak. The 14D and 31S Cent are both key dates, with the 14D being significantly more valuable. I think that 14D should grade VF20, the 31S probably fine 15. And we have 3 1955 nickels, and you might wonder why. I think they all have full steps. Check out the price guides if you're not familiar. You'll be shocked. Couple Barber halves and fine, common dates, 070, 15D. We're throwing in a 41 Walker for the heck of it. It's a nice mint state, 64. Again, not an expensive coin. The 2 1958 Franklin half dollars are the ones that I showed in that had that amazing toning in the previous video. And then we have 17 proof 61, 62, and 63 Franklins. About 5 or 6 of those are cameo, possibly deep cameo. And the rest are good shots for 68s. So we'll see how that works out. The 1951 and 53 proof sets, if you're not familiar, have some varieties. Re-engraving, double dies. So I'm going to have to take a closer look. This one seems to be a nice red, maybe a proof 66. Hard to tell through the cellophane. I don't believe this is one of the re-engraved. 51 wouldn't be, but it's not a double die either. The double die doubling would be on the motto, "In God We Trust." I looked, I don't see it. The re-engraving on the ones that have it are, down here, the bottom of the cap thing, whatever it is, hair, the band around the hair was re-engraved. That's why they call it a re-engraved. This dime, nothing special. Proof 66 or 7, a little bit of toning. No cameos here. This one I couldn't tell through the cellophane. If it had any shot of a cameo, I doubt it. Now that I'm looking at it, it's tricky looking through the cellophane. You know, certain angles it looks like it might, other angles, no way. I'm going to say the reverse isn't strong enough, so I'm not expecting anything spectacular there. And then the 51 Franklin is the most valuable by far. Again, not a cameo. Hopefully a 67, probably a 65 or a 66 maybe on its best day. Don't see it quite getting up to that level. There's a couple of what appear to be blemishes in those fields there. So, I got to get the submission ready, so this video will be cut short. I'm getting better at keeping them under an hour. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thank you, folks. So let me add the addendum in case anybody was wondering. When I said giving the 53 proof coins an acetone bath, that is not a dip. Acetone is to remove any possible contaminants. A dip would be that, which is sulfuric acid, really. And that is to remove toning, remove the top layer. And as you can see, now that I'm looking, look at that quarter. That's why I thought it might be cameo. Certainly looks like it there. Now I can't tell with the solution what the reverse looks like at the moment. But of any of these coins, I think that one would have the best chance. Right? Look at that, huh? That's sparkling. Oh, pretty good shape for 51s. 51s, that's a tough date. Only 57,000 of each was minted. It's the second toughest, obviously, behind the 1950 for the post-1950 proof sets. See that blemish in front of the face? Not 100% sure if that's toning or a mark. I'll know once I take it out of the solution, but we are just trying to make sure we take any possible contaminants off the surface of these, and you know, it's not going to help with spotting or carbon spots, but it will remove any possible foreign material, dust particles and that sort of thing. Possible light verdigris and corrosion if there's any, which I'm not really seeing any, which is good. Flip these over real quick. I'll be right back. Go to the sink. I'm going to say the acetone evaporates very quickly. You can see we do have a somewhat cameo reverse on the half, but you need it on both sides. The quarter is looking like we might get lucky. I think there's enough on both sides of that quarter to cam. So I'm going to go out on a thin limb at this moment in time and predict that the quarter will cameo. The rest of them, not so much. But I still think we got some 67s in here. I wish the half dollar was nicer. The reverse is nice. I still think it's a 6, even if that is a mark. It's not really hard to get a 6 on a proof, on a mid-century modern proof. Certainly a 5. So anytime you think of grade, you always to go one lower. And that philosophy has served me well. All right, I'm going to let this one go because we're running out of time. Wish me luck. Like, comment, subscribe. Addendum number 2. We are going to send these in. Why not, right? They have a quarterly special. Pay for 4, get the 5th one free, unlimited quantity. Just renewed my annual membership, so we're going to be very careful and remove the staples, just like we did with the proof set. And we're going to try to keep as much of the original packaging as possible intact. I find a small regular screwdriver or a butter knife does very well. And here we have it. Staple. Alright, so how I'm going to be able to document these other than what number on the... So what I'll do is I will take these out and I will mark them as the corresponding number. So what I mean is the line item number on the PCGS submission form will correspond with the INS number. this number 1300S. So this will be line number 15. Actually, there's going to be 3 line 15s because there's 3 of the same date, 1881S. The cat has decided to show up. You can't come up here, Tiger. Not today. I love you, but please do not disrupt what's going on, even though I know you're very curious and you can't help yourself. Yep. He's going to want to inspect. So I'm going to have to let you go on that note, but I will denote all of these, mark them up on the sheet accordingly, and we will report back once we're done.